I think that means we are good. And we are live, folks. Welcome to this wonderful, amazing, beautiful episode of the Jimnasium. This is episode 18. We're old enough to vote now. The podcast is old enough to vote. We're old enough to die for our country. And damn it, we'll die in specifically the Garage Civil War. That's what we're being drafted into right now. For those of you who aren't in the know, we are I'll say we're kind of big. We're good dudes over on a website called Better Than Vegas. It's an awesome time. It's like YouTube for gamblers, for degenerates. You post your picks there. We post picks all the time. Go over there. Subscribe to both of us. It's a good fucking time. But they do a weekly showdown every week. And whoever has the most units won, they get a cool, awesome prize. My boy Chase. Actually, you can let the people know you have a little bit of a reputation now built up with the showdown.
Yeah, you can call me the big units. I put up big scores. What can I say? It's what I do. I show up. I wake up in the morning. I put on my pants one leg at a time. I have a cup of coffee. I maybe run some errands, and then I put up big units.
He does put up big units. I believe you actually have the record for biggest unit on the showdown.
Yeah. I can tell you that is the first time in my life that has ever happened. Oh, you said you're just in the showdown, not in. Okay.
In my opinion, you have one of the best units around. So
it's just gorgeous, just a pretty unit.
But this week in particular, what was it? Wednesday, I think it was. You and me were just like, we just swung on these sick parlays that took us from I was down a unit. You were up like 1 or 2 at the time. Yep. And we went from like middle of the pack all the way up to first and second place. So the Garage was on top. And first and foremost in our minds, we had it in our head, like no matter what we do, the Garage has to come out on top. The Jimnasium has to come out on top. Either you or me, one of us is going to win. And then we just turned it into a competition amongst ourselves because I don't know about you, Chase, but I'm a very, very competitive person. And I hate losing with a fiery passion.
Yeah, same here. Whenever the scores came in and we were like separated by less than 1 unit and we were like miles apart from everyone else, I was like, oh man, like there's no way that this doesn't get just like absolutely real. Like I get crazy competitive, especially if there's money on the line, like there is $250 each week in the weekly showdown at BTV, which I mean, which by the way, anybody can play. I mean, all you have to do is make a BTV account and you're in there and you make your videos. And if your picks hit, then you're in the mix. And
I think the only stipulation is I think you only have to make 3 picks out of that week. You just have to make 3 picks a week. And if you win, you win. That's the threshold. That's all you got to do, folks. It's easier than literally walking into a garage.
Yeah, it is. It's incredibly easy if you are big into sports gambling and know what you're doing. Then show off what you got, man. But I mean, we decided it was important to us that we finish 1-2 the Jimnasium Garage Exacta, but also it was equally important to us that we beat the other person and assert dominance in the relationship.
It's a fair point. I was feeling pretty good going into today. I was up, and I will just say, I'm just going to say fuck the Giants. I'm pretty sure they fucked me first, so I'm going to say fuck the Giants. I kind of did a late night baseball overs parlay that if it would have hit, would have secured me the bag. But I'm pretty sure your Euro Cup prowess did you well.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even say prowess because I fucking sucked at betting the Euros the entire tournament. But somehow I managed to pull out Italy winning in penalties to
using my advice to go with the team with the best food.
Yeah, the tour of Italy. Fettuccine Alfredo brought that home. Macaroni and cheese brought that home. Pizza brought that home. But it was
shrimp scampi fritta brought it home.
Yeah, all of the above. If it has a noodle and cheese with a little bit of garlic, it brought it home. And so, it's I'm not sure what the final score is going to end up being, but I think I might have pulled it off by about by about five units. So
I think so. I mean, it depends how I do in basketball tonight.
Yep.
But I think you're pretty secured.
And I just want to, give a message to the reigning weekly champion, the person who won last week, which is me. I just want to say, mad respect. You did, you handled yourself with grace and really, kind of set the example of how to be a champion on Better Than Vegas. And I just refuse to believe that I am better than myself. So let's fucking go. I'm so pumped to be on a 2-week winning streak.
I will say, if I had to lose to someone, I'm glad it's the other member of this podcast.
Yeah. It's man, that Civil War got intense. I'll just say it, man. I
did not expect everyone else to jump in on that.
Neither did I. Next thing you know, it's like Gino B is jumping in. You have
Blackjack was jumping in. Leo got in tonight. D-Gens United got in tonight. Deadbolt Sports, I'm pretty sure, got in on the parlay action Friday. There was a bunch of big names over at Better Than Vegas that were just like, these guys are slinging it. I think that if it wouldn't have been for Wednesday and us popping it off, we would have just been like a fart in the wind.
Right.
But the fact that you and me were like head and shoulders above everybody, and then just like, oh, fucking look at this, it's on now. Let's fucking do this.
Yeah.
We're pulling everyone behind us.
I mean, come on, if we were to look at ourselves in the mirror, we'd be like, these assholes won. Come on, seriously. Let's look at these guys. These guys don't know what they're doing, but we do. But we do though.
We do.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, we do. It was fun. I hope we're gonna have another one. I hope you and me come Wednesday are on top of the leaderboard, just fucking crushing it, and we get to have another one.
And then it's gonna happen. Literally, I mean, if firearms came into the mix this week, God knows what's gonna happen next week.
So this one was the Garage Civil War. We might have to turn this into the 100-Year War.
And it will most definitely. This will be the 100-Year war that people remember.
This will be the one everyone talks about. They'll be like, those countries, they suck. They can't even win a soccer tournament.
Yeah. This is the only one that matters. The one that happens between two hairy men.
Exactly. Speaking of hairy men. You're hairy. I see that you got the beard. You're looking very crisp right now. I'm looking a little dirty today. I'm looking a little wild, man. I can see that.
Yeah.
But you know where I'm not wild? Down in my groins. It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's smooth. It's like a runway. You want the takeoffs. You want the landings. You want it smooth. You want it clean. And that's what you get when you use the Lawnmower 4.0 from Manscaped. You get smooth. You get clean. You get a nice landing spot for whoever's going to be down there. You're not just doing it for you. You're doing it for them.
Yep.
The part that you're doing for you is you're using promo code XFL and getting 20% off and free shipping when you go to Manscaped and you get the Lawnmower 4.0. So go do it. After you listen to this podcast, go over to Manscaped right now. Use promo code XFL. It gives you 20% off and free shipping. You want a runway down there. You don't want a bramble vest of just prickly whatever where you're going to get stuck in there whenever you're trying to go down. You don't want someone coming up and they got a fucking dental floss in their mouth. You want a nice, clean runway. Go over to Manscaped right now and use promo code XFL for 20% off and free shipping and get yourself a runway, damn it.
X gonna give it to you. 20% off for Manscaped with promo code XFL.
So what do we have on the docket today? The Garage Civil War was the main thing I wanted to cover because holy fuck, it's been awesome. It's been literally the first thing I think about when I wake up, the last thing I think about when I go to bed. But there are some other things going on right now. We have the NBA playoffs going on, and I just hope to God these don't turn off like the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Yeah. Oh man, what a sad ending to the hockey playoffs that was that Stanley Cup Finals. The Fighting Carey Prices just couldn't get it done.
The Lightnings were just the Nings were just too fucking good, man.
Man, when the Nings strike, they strike hard, and this time the Nings struck 4 times and in rapid succession. Yeah, I kind of hope that Milwaukee pulls it out, that maybe we get the series tied 2-2 somehow, because we all love game 7s because they're the epitome of human drama. That or people being interrogated about like murder, like on the first 48. That's also pretty strong human drama.
It's also really good.
But yeah, I not sure if Giannis is 100%. The Suns are just playing fantastic basketball right now. Absolutely fantastic. Chris Paul is he's really showing that he is the Cliff Paul of basketball, and he's just nailing that little step back shot from the free throw line like anytime he wants. And DeAndre Ayton, that pick and roll game is nasty. And then you've got Devin Booker who can just fucking shoot the lights out, man.
He's just shooting like fucking crazy. I'm hoping for another over tonight, and I hope the Bucks win because I feel like I don't remember which team we got behind because the Suns are super fun, but the Bucks. It's nice to see someone like Giannis who's sticking with the team, fucking like get it and win. We got our boy. We're still on the Civil War going. We got Deadbolt Sports here. We're animals. The garage reigns for now, he says.
For now.
Is this a war where we're gonna have to team up?
I don't know. It kind of felt like you just had all these rogue nations acting against each other. I mean, where were where were the allies? Where was the Axis? I feel like maybe next time we end up squadding up and someone's on. Yeah, I also like that he used the ellipse at the end, the 3 dots, because
very
it's
ominous.
To be continued.
Oh, this war is not ending anytime soon. Maybe you're right. Maybe it won't be a free for all next time. Maybe it will be. Like you'll have to pick sides. Damn it.
Yeah, all I hope is that when it's over, people have terrible cases of PTSD and routinely wake up screaming and crying.
I do that anyway, but I hope everyone else does it too.
Yeah, sometimes I just wake up and I'm walking down the middle of the road. I've been walking for I don't know how long. My feet are bleeding. I'm holding a gun and I'm just screaming.
That is how I wake up every night since March of 2020 when the XFL canceled its 2020 season.
Yeah. Yeah, and the cops just know you by now, and they know it's cool. They know it's not loaded, and they just, they take you home.
Yep, they're just like, come on, it's fine. You go on home. It's just...
XFL Extreme Football James, get in the car.
I'd be like, that's not my name, damn it. That's why they just give me blanks. Like my house is just full of blanks.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. So what do you think? What's your prediction? Who wins tonight?
I think the Bucks win tonight because I think they got to win at home, and they're playing in Milwaukee again next time, right? They get 2 in Milwaukee.
Yeah, they get 2 in Milwaukee, and then it will switch back and forth for 6 and 7. Yeah.
So I think they get both of the ones in Milwaukee. And then I have no idea after that. It depends on Giannis's health, but I'm rooting for the Bucks. I love it when a superstar commits to like a smaller market. I'm a big like Giannis, Dame. I love those guys.
Oh yeah, I really like it when big money talent makes himself available to small money markets and small money teams. Also, I mean, if you've watched this a little bit, you've probably picked up on a theme that I'm going to let you know when Arkansans do something great. And I mean, Bobby Portis, Little Rock Hall High School, Arkansas Razorbacks. Let's get Bobby P a championship, man.
Wouldn't mind seeing that.
At least not get them swept.
Yeah, I would. I'm rooting for them. I think we're gonna get behind the Bucks. The Suns are an awesome, fun team, and if they win, good for the Suns. But I think we're gonna get behind the Bucks.
Oh yeah, we've been behind the Bucks.
We have been. I felt we were doing it. We had the Suns in the West, we had the Bucks in the East, and now they're coming up head to head.
Yeah.
And we're Team Bucks.
We're Team Bucks. I mean, we talked about this with Belgium. We think that waffles are delicious, but we don't do it with our opinions. We are not wafflers. We are ride with our team until we DIE people. So let's go Bucks. Let's go Jägermeister. Let's go the deer. Let's
go Red Stag. That's a Scotch, right? That's fancy.
That's the Jim Beam cherry bourbon. That's I fancy as a stretch, but it is a thing. It's a thing.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
God, flavored whiskeys. Why do you exist? And why
They exist because some degenerates drink them. When I was a bar back at a convention center, and that was like one of the most popular things we would serve on certain nights.
It's like a Fireball, the cinnamon whiskey. You got like crazy popular here, and I'll drink it because it'll get you drunk, but like
that's why you drink it. That is the reason. You don't drink it for the flavor. You don't drink it to like get buzzed. You drink Fireball to get fucked up.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And also because you like chewing big red gum, just like a little cinnamon.
You like a little cinnamon kick.
It's like if your chewing gum got you drunk and ready to fight a motherfucker. That's Fireball whiskey.
It's a good time, honestly. Did you watch any of the UFC fight last night?
Okay, so I did not watch it. I definitely saw the noteworthy part of it. Someone sent me a video and my face went white. My eyes got big and I said, I can never watch that ever again. And then I immediately said, I have to watch that again.
I watched it over and over and over again. So I got the fight. I downloaded the fight because I hadn't had ESPN Plus yet. I thought I did, but I didn't. And they were doing a special where you could pay for the fight and get ESPN Plus at the same time. It was kind of discounted.
Oh, so nice.
Like, might as fucking well. I'll do it. So I got it. I watched all the prelims. I watched all the fights leading up. I found my favorite UFC fighter. I think he's going to be the fighter of the garage. What the fuck is his name? Tai Tuivasa is going to be the garages. He's the Jimnasium's guy. So he's a heavyweight.
I was a big fan of him when he played quarterback at Alabama. And it's cool that he's doing this. He's like the Deion Sanders of UFC.
Fuck yeah. He's the man just keeping it up. So this is the backstory. He's a heavyweight guy. So he's built in our sort of body type. He's a heavyweight guy, big dude, Australian, so he's hilarious. And he's known for when he wins or whenever he's done, he does shoeies. So he gets beers out of random audience members' shoes and just fucking chugs them. He did like 6 yesterday.
That's awesome. I would kind of think that, while they like test for performance enhancing drugs in the UFC, that like they might do that, but I also feel like it's probably strongly encouraged that you be a little bit drunk whenever you step into the ring, because
probably
what's the last time you wanted to fight someone sober? Like someone made you that mad when you were sober that you wanted to fight somebody.
I really can't.
But if you put you put a couple White Russians into me and then step on my Pumas, then like it's time to throw hands.
Then I'm actually going to headbutt somebody.
Yeah, why not?
So not only that, but his walkout was Spice Girls.
And then he got in the ring and he told Greg Hardy what, he said, I'll tell you what you want, what you really, really want.
And he fucking did.
Yeah. Didn't Greg Hardy play in the NFL?
He did.
Did he play for the Panthers?
I think so. Greg Hardy. Who did he play for? Blah, 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 blah. Panthers, Cowboys, and then the Richmond Rough Riders Indoor Football League.
Oh yeah, man! If it is the indoor, if it gets to the Arena Football League, that's when you might as well just give up and start fighting people for money.
But yeah, he was at the Panthers from 2010 to 2014.
Yeah, that was one of the highlights I saw last night. And when it comes to boxing, I'm a huge boxing guy. I love boxing. I'm much more of a boxing person as opposed to a UFC guy. But one thing that I love about boxing that translates over to UFC is when someone gets knocked out and you see it. It's like someone hit the reset button on the old school Nintendo. It's like the game of Duck Hunt was going, and then all of a sudden someone hits that button and everything goes blue, and they just kind of like, you see the light turn off and they go down. It's like, yeah, that's what I like seeing.
That's what I come to watch. That's what I want to see. But yeah, the main fight, Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor, was a sick round one. It was awesome. It was really fun to watch. Ended in, I would probably say, the worst way it could. Conor snaps his ankle in two, it seems. Fucking can't fight anymore. They got to call it off. I was like, that sucks. Dustin was kind of beating him on him at the end there. I felt like Dustin, once round one was over, Dustin was going to win in my mind because Conor can't really go past round one anymore.
Yeah. So I didn't see the first round. Just gauging from everybody's reactions that I saw, it's like everyone made it really seem like after round one, and they were like, "It's over." Like Poirier's gonna kick his ass.
There was only one. There was only the one round. That was the ankle was the end of round one.
Gotcha. Okay.
But
Well,
like the way it was ending, because that ended with like three. That happened with like 3 seconds left to go in the round. The way it was ending, Poirier was like kind of coming away with it. He was beating his ass a little bit.
man, I was talking to one of my friends while it was happening, and he was like, "It seems like UFC fighters always they always seem to break their legs at that joint in between the knee and the ankle." I was like, the joint between the knee and the ankle, you mean the shin bone? That bendable piece of bone that
my theory is it's from all the kicking they do.
Oh yeah,
like you're just slamming. You're just like I've kicked a tree for like 40 minutes before, and your shit is just dead.
That's just a beautiful statement that I want a back tattoo of I've kicked a tree for 40 minutes before. I love it because that's you won't do many things more badass. Yeah, like you're putting that much kick into it. You're not always going to land cleanly. Like if you're kicking that hard, eventually you're going to wrap your leg around some shit, and that's exactly how that went down apparently.
We got I'm a believer in the chat agreeing with me that Dustin won round one. I feel like it was pretty convincing. Connor just saved us time. I wish it would have been convincing for Poirier. Like it was convincing to me, but if he would have like knocked Connor out, or if they would have like gone by submission or the distance or something, it would have been more entertaining at the very least.
How mad would gamblers have been if they decided instead of giving it to Poirier on a TKO, they gave it to Poirier on a calcium deficiency? that seems like something that a sports book would pull. Be like, nope, weak bone density.
We got James May picks in the chat. How we doing? I'm doing pretty fucking good. The Civil War is taking a lot out of me. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I feel like having a drink right now, but it's been a hard fought, long, and I feel like respectful battle. It's been intense, but we haven't really come at each other too meanly.
It didn't get personal. I might have referred to you chugging seltzers and made this gesture, but like it wasn't. I wasn't trying. Yeah, I wasn't trying. I wasn't insinuating they were dicks, but I was leaving that up to the person who's watching.
That's where you read between the lines.
Yeah, and to James Mick's picks, he actually ended up crushing today's Euro final too. I don't remember what all he hit, but he hit it as well. He's got it on the footy, so you guys should give him a follow and a subscribe. Also, he's one of our Better Than Vegas guys.
Him, and then we got Beho in the chat, Deadbolt. We got a bunch of Better Than Vegas guys in the chat.
Yeah, we had the internet bubbling yesterday.
It was a good fucking time. There's not really too much more about UFC. This is like the first full tournament I've watched in I can't remember how many years. So I'm thinking maybe I'll get back into it. I have a friend who's very much into UFC, so maybe I'll have to bring him on to break down the next big one.
Yeah. But I think the last tournament I watched was the movie Bloodsport. Like I think that was the Kumite on Bloodsport, and Frank Dukes was the last. Yeah, taking on Chong Li.
God damn, dude. I need to go back and watch a whole bunch of Jean-Claude Van Damme films.
JCVD, the muscles from Brussels.
I need to get that tattooed on my back.
The muscles from Brussels?
No, JCVD. It's like how some people would do WWJD. I would just do JVCD.
there you go. I like it. So, all right, one last quick fight related question. If you were a professional fighter, what song would you enter the ring to, and why?
Am I a professional fighter as XFL Jim? Because there's like 2 options now. There's the XFL theme song, and then there's X Gonna Give It To You.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Those are my 2 options. Those are what I got. It's the XFL theme sometimes, and then X Gonna Give It To You. Well, I mean, maybe Rough Riders. Maybe I could do Rough Rider Anthem too.
Yeah. Stop.
I could kind of like just go through like DMX's sort of repertoire.
Yeah. It's hot out there. It's cold out there and hell is hot, I think is the name of the album. Just to put it on repeat. So, all right, here's mine. Bear with me. Rich Girl by Hall & Oates.
I do like that. I like that one. They're not expecting it.
And it's a double-edged sword. Here's why. If you beat me, all you did was beat up the guy who came out to Rich Girl. If I beat you up, you got beat up by the guy that came out to Rich Girl. Mm-hmm. I've already won. I'm hedging my bets with Rich Girl.
The smart way to do it. I might do Euphoria. That's a good one. That's a good song to come out to.
Okay. Oh, the
Eurovision song.
Yeah. I like it. The Spice Girls guy, I feel like he was almost on it. Oh my God, James Makes Picks.
Oh, that's a good one. James Makes Picks would come out to "You Need to Calm Down" by Taylor Swift. I would probably pick a different T Swift song. I'm big on Willow right now. Just come out to Willow. I
celebrate the entire catalog. I'll be honest.
She's fantastic.
Yeah, just hell of a talent.
I have one more fight-related question for you.
Ooh.
So, if not as a professional, do you have any strategies for if you get into, say you're at a bar and someone wants to fight you and they're significantly bigger than you, or that they're a better fighter?
Oh, that is one that, especially when it comes to a street fight, ain't no rules in the streets. Like, I'm gonna fight dirty. Especially if I know that I'm at a disadvantage. Like, I'm gonna bite. I'm gonna pull hair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tug the beanbag. I'm gonna twist the beanbag. I'm gonna do a lot of beanbag centric things. In fact, I might revise my statement and just say target A number 1 is the beanbag. Like, I'll punch the beanbag. I'll kick the beanbag. I might, I might tell mean jokes about the beanbag before it starts, so that the beanbag is already just kind of, down on itself. But
it's not a bad idea.
The headbutt is always good. I always go for the throat too.
Go for the throat. Go like a throat chop right there.
Yeah, and I'm not going to wait for it to officially start. Like, I will go ahead and just, if I think it's going to happen, I'm just going to swing directly for your throat and hope for the best. Either that or run. Maybe try to appeal to their merciful side. That's another move I'm good at. De-escalate with humor. Sometimes you got to get out some things.
Jason Pix is coming out here with some good ideas. He start pacing back and forth, screaming random shit and acting insane pre-fight. He says if they think you're insane, they may think twice before coming at you. Beho is saying light elbows isn't a bad move. I have a 2-part strategy that hasn't failed me yet. It's on the same vein of James May Picks. If they think you're insane, they're not going to fight. Shit your pants and get naked.
I was gonna say carry an Alka-Seltzer at all times, so you can do the little giants and just start foaming at the mouth.
No, shit your pants and get naked, because no one wants to fight a naked man covered in shit.
No one ever, except for unless you run into someone who is equally crazy. And if that happens,
if you're in a fight with a legit crazy person at that point, then you just have to take the L.
Yeah,
you're not winning that one, because you're probably not outrunning that person.
Yeah, man, that's you're done. You're done at that point, because game recognize game and crazy recognize crazy. They're gonna know that you're not genuine crazy like they are.
Yeah, they can sniff that out for sure.
Literally, quite literally.
Oh, quite literally.
They will smell your foul, your faux crazy shit and be like, nope. Mm-mm.
They're like, nope, this doesn't smell crazy to me. This is like a normal person.
This doesn't smell like paint chips.
True.
Very true.
I think that'll do it for the fight stuff. And I don't have any more on the NBA playoffs. I'm excited. I just hope the Bucks win it. They're up right now. They're up 93-76 right now.
I have to pull up the old ESPN app and keep that going. And
I've got that kind of going on in the background.
Jim, what's the weather like up in Nebraska right now?
This week it's been fucking storming like every day. It's been humid. It's been something.
Well, I'll tell you what. Here it has been a scorcher. And I don't know about you, but when it's pushing triple digits, the last thing I want is my ball sack wearing a wool cardigan of hair. Your balls aren't Mr. Rogers. They don't have to wear the sweater. Take your coolness into your own hands. Cool yourself down like 5 degrees. Your ball sack does not have to wear a cashmere V-neck all year long. Visit manscaped.com. Get yourself the new Lawnmower 4.0. Check out all the other goodies when you're there. And don't forget to use promo code XFL. X gonna give it to you. X done gave it to you. 20% off and free shipping. Manscaped.com. Promo code XFL.
There you fucking go. Now we are in what we like to call here at the Jimnasium, the shower thoughts of the cul-de-sac.
Here we go. Welcome to my suburbs. We've been saying this, all along, and I'm not sure how Jim feels about it, but definitely after today, still loving the Euro tournament and no longer terrible at betting the Euro tournament.
It's a good way to end it. It's you end it out on top. What a way to fucking pick it. I'm glad Italy won because it's awesome to see British people like in shambles. Did you see any of the videos pre-game of like people just going ape shit, just super hype?
Oh yeah, and like people like rushing the ticket, like bum rushing it, trying to get in and everything. Yeah, like for the English being a very dignified people, they do not handle soccer losses or just soccer games in general well at all. Yeah, that was it was a fitting end. Anytime, just remember this for when you're betting soccer in the future. Anytime Italy plays in the finals, it's always going to go to penalty kicks. Like they should have a guy taking a penalty kick on the fucking Italian flag at this point. So luckily for me, that paid off.
I mean, luckily for you, I almost wish that England won just so that I would have won the Civil War, but I'm glad they lose so I can see British people cry. And my food strategy does come through. I'm glad that my food strategy does come through in the end.
You have the data to back it up and say, listen, 1,000% of the time, the food that I enjoy, that's the team that's going to win. So moving on to my next part, of the old shower thoughts cul-de-sac, and this is more like daydreaming because this is my favorite part of the horse racing year is starting this Thursday. The meets at Saratoga start, and also Del Mar. You got the two just best tracks on the East Coast and the West Coast that have by far their best meets of the year, and Saratoga Springs and also in San Diego, California. It's if you don't watch horse racing, watch Saratoga or Del Mar every day that they're running, and you will love horse racing because the horse racing is just excellent at these two locations. You have the if you own a super expensive horse that's making its 2-year-old, 3-year-old debut right now, it's probably going to be running at Saratoga. Opposite is the same for the West Coast horses at Del Mar. You have basically just top-notch, high-dollar graded stakes races almost every weekend. Hell, they kick off on a Thursday, and they've got, a couple of graded stakes with huge purses running this week on the first day, just like on a random weekday. If you're a handicapper and you play Saratoga, Saratoga is my spot. It's like the first place I ever had just like a massive day playing horses. So like I'm so crazy about it. I love it. It's on my bucket list to get up there as soon as I fucking can. And my only tip for playing Saratoga is difficult. It is a difficult track to handicap. But if you pay attention to it, if you take notes on what you're seeing, carry it forward, it can pay off big time. We had one more shower thought, and unfortunately we couldn't get the video to upload. I'm not even going to get into it right now. I will figure out a way to bring it up at some point.
We will get this brought up. Trust us. I have a question. So what, for the casual horse racing fan, they think of the big ones. They think of I think most people just think of like the Derby.
Yeah.
What to you makes these ones this weekend special?
Well, and it's not just this weekend. This will go through September.
Okay.
It is wall-to-wall, nonstop, just high-quality racing. If you look at the average size of the fields, like it's not going to be like some tracks are out there running like 6 horses a race, 7 horses a race. these are going to be like 14 entries for every race. Like they're going to be like overfilled. And if someone scratches out, another horse is going to fill in. And so because of that, and because of like the high quality, it gets a little bit harder to predict. And the payouts are just, so good. So good because you have so many options. There's so much money going into Saratoga. And then, you get the chance to possibly see just like a rising star in Saratoga because you have these horses that are 2-year-olds that are going to be starting their Derby, might be headed towards the Derby trail for the next year. They're going to be making their debut. Like Saratoga is big time important for the horse breeding industry. So you're going to see these like $1 million 2-year-old colts and everything. And it's a prestige thing. Like if you're a breeding operation and your horses win as a 2-year-old, especially on their first start in Saratoga, it's huge. It's huge for your stud fees and for, everything else.
Okay. Shit. Yeah.
Yeah. You can see the Daily Racing Forum. They did a show that was just dedicated to the 2-year-old racers horses. That's called Spa Babies because they call Saratoga Springs the spa. So like a lot of focus on these young horses. And yeah, Golden Pal ran like a monster in his debut. That's a Wesley Ward horse. And if you don't know Wesley Ward, he'll run horses over at Royal Ascot. He'll take American horses and run them at the Royal Ascot meet in England. And it's always fun cheering for those because you got like national pride behind the American horses.
Mm-hmm. So what I would say to the people who are trying to dip their toes into horse racing, this is your opportunity to kind of like wade around in the pool. You have time. This is like something you can jump into. You can do a lot of research. It's going to be going on for a while, and it's exciting. And there's a lot of high quality. You're not just kind of like going to podunk nowhere to watch horses. These are quality horses that you're going to be able to see.
Yeah, you have 3 or 4 like notable weekends. You have like the weekend with the Whitney, you've got the Alabama, then you've got the big one, the Travers. The Travers is the graveyard of champions. After Secretariat won the Triple Crown, he loses in the Travers. After American Pharaoh won the Triple Crown, he loses in the Travers. Like it's such a great meet. It's so exciting, and the stuff that happens here will go down in history for horse racing. Especially if you're big into horse racing, history is going to be made.
There we go. History will be made. That's a promise from us here at the Jimnasium, folks. History will be made. Moving on to we actually have XFL news this week. It's been literally a week since this blew up and everything. So the CFL and the XFL talks are done, kaput, out of the door. There's some rumors floating around that they might talk again when the Grey Cup is done. I'm not so sure I believe any of that. My takeaway, if you saw my Twitter going off, fuck the CFL. We don't need those Canadian pricks anyway. Love the CFL, though. Still love the players, love the league. But fuck them. The XFL's better off without them.
I was going to ask, does this mean, one, did the CFL say, we're out of here? Or, and two, does that mean the CFL Jim is no longer in the Jimiverse?
He is still in the Jimiverse. Him and me have some words that we're gonna have to hash out. When the CFL actually comes, I think it's starting up in August next month. He'll be popping his head out, his dumb fucking syrup drinking head out. But I feel like from everything that I've heard from this, it seems like it was a mutual parting of ways, that all parties were like, it's not really gonna work out. I've heard that the CFL got a lot of good stuff from the XFL. We don't know if the XFL's gotten anything from the CFL. My theory, and I feel like a lot of people's theory, is the main thing that the CFL that made them stop the talks is the single game wagering that is allowed in Canada now for games. That is like a huge thing, and it's going to allow the CFL to really push the gambling narrative. It's going to allow people to like bet on individual CFL games, which I think for the sport is good. That's good for the sport of football up there in Canada.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, I feel like maybe it wasn't like a peaceful split. I think what happens is just that the Canadians say sorry a bunch, and they say sorry so many times that you think that's a peaceful split, but in their head they're thinking "fuck that guy," but it's just coming out as sorry.
It very well could be. You did see some players and some personalities that were like, "Thank God we didn't partner with this quote unquote dead league, this failed twice league." And to those personalities and people, I give a hearty "go fuck yourself" and get the fuck out of my garage forever. But good luck to the CFL players. I don't remember if we picked a team, but we are officially, as of this moment, we are anti Edmonton Elks.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I was a Rough Rider because I felt like I had an out there because I could, if one Rough Rider sucked, I could just jump ship to the other Rough Riders.
Yeah, we are Team Rough Rider.
Yeah,
either one.
Yeah, the both of them, and plus it also works in our love of DMX too.
We are Team Rough Rider here in the Jimnasium. With the news of them, the talks between the CFL and the XFL not going through, we got the update that the XFL is going to go ahead and they're going to plow forward with a 2023 season. That's what they're aiming for. They're skipping over 2022. We had a little bit of hope with the Dani Garcia sort of like leak of her little DM message thing that said, hoping for something soon. That's out the window. In the back of my mind, I always felt like 2023 was probably the most likely, especially with the little amount of news we've been getting. It just kind of sucks that we have to wait a whole year. Hopefully 2022, it'll be jam-packed full of news.
Yeah, and I know we talked about this before that, you know, would you rather have it back next year and have it be a rush job, or would you rather have it back in 2023 and have it be well thought out, well executed? And I think for the longevity of the league, that it's going to be that it's in the league's best interest, even though it sucks that it won't be back next year. I mean, I get that. I 100% know how you feel about it, and I understand, but I also think you kind of share my point of view.
The only issue I have with the whole thing, because I've done some soul searching. My takeaways are: I wish. I understand NDAs and whatnot. I just wish we would have gotten kind of more news, because I can't say they haven't been open. When they like say something, they're honest. They're like honest with what they're saying. But it's like little drops when I want kind of like a food bowl.
Yeah, when you want them to open up the faucet all the way, and well, you're not even getting a cup. You're just putting your head under the faucet and drinking from the garden hose. My
positive takeaways are this: hopefully that means it'll be a good product. It'll be an improved version of 2020, which I thought was already amazing.
An excellent product.
B, it gives me another year to train.
Yeah. We're going to get you on the squad, bud.
Fuck yeah. We're going to get me. Fuck yeah. I'm going to join. If it's not, you know what? I don't even know if I have to be on a team. If they do it just like 2020, if I'm on team 9, which is kind of like just being on the XFL's team.
Yeah.
It's like a dream come true.
There you go, man. There you go. Like, you know what? Maybe sometime I'll have to show you some like alternate training practices from my, horse racing experience to get you, ready to go and get you on a fucking football team. I want nothing more than you to be on a fucking football team.
It's going to happen, and that's a little bit of inkling for something we're going to talk about here in a second. But my
Easter egg,
fucking string them along, a little carrot and stick action. My last thought on the XFL's 2023 season is it gives me time for the Rampage Tour, this stuff I have going on behind the scenes in the background that people don't get to see yet. It gives me more time to get it out, and I'm very excited with that. It gives me I don't have to rush anything.
Yeah, man. Just take your time, do it right. You've got, you can be trained to be a dominant XFL player, and you can also be a sensitive artist at the same time. You can really be an auteur with what you're doing.
Hell fucking yes. The sumo tournament is alive and well. I'm going to have updates. Mainly we're going to have our big sumo stuff on the next week's podcast. It's going to be a big update for everything going on. We're going to see how our boys are doing. Our boy Toby Zaru, we're going to see how he's doing. The main man Hawkwell, we're going to have them all covered for you guys. Just wait. Literally, it's going to be it's going to be less than a week.
I hope Toby Zaru is doing well, because mom grounded me for cursing on the Xbox Live.
Yeah. He's better. I mean, his mom's waiting there. They're kind of standing there. They got the report card from school. They're just like, you better be doing good in that sumo tournament.
I told them I didn't want to wear the shorts to gym class. I don't know why they gave me a D.
And last bit of XFL news, quote unquote XFL alternative football. We have the European League of Football. I don't know if you've caught any of this, Chase, but I've caught some highlights and I've caught a couple games here and there. It's actually a good product. It's surprising me how well put together this is. To me, it came out of nowhere. I was not expecting Elf to be this good.
Recognition wise, like how are you watching the games and you're like, oh yeah, I know that, I remember that guy?
There's a couple players that were in the spring league that jumped over to Europe.
Okay,
so you see some you'll see some spring league guys. I'll kind of hopefully I'll say it for the next week. I'm going to try and go through like a roster breakdown and see if we can find any names we recognize. But here are the standings as of now. They've done 3 games. Some teams have played 2, some have played 3. They got a weird schedule thing going on. The standings right now in the North, you have the Hamburg Sea Devils at number 1 with 2-0. You have my team, the Panthers Reclaw, at 2-1 at number 2. The Berlin Thunder 1-1, they're number 3, and then the Leipzig Kings at 1-2. That's the North Division.
Very unkingly, bottom of the table.
Very, very unkingly. And
pretender to the throne.
The South Division, your Cologne Centurions, standing atop number 1 with 2-1 record. Frankfurt Galaxy with also 2-1, but the point differential kind of favors the Centurions. The Stuttgart Surge at 1-2, and then all the way down, the worst team in the league so far, the Barcelona Dragons. They're probably the worst team in the league because they're the furthest away. I think all these teams are either in or directly by Germany, except for Barcelona.
Yeah, I think it's big Barcelona. I think I think just being located anywhere where the language has a lisp baked into it is going to be a disadvantage to you. Just hearing the word Barcelona makes me think that the football team can't be that good at all.
I would 100% agree with that. But if this is basically my public service announcement before we get to everything else going on, go watch one ELF game. They're easy enough to find. Follow them on Twitter. They're fun. They're a fun time. Just have it on in the background. We're kind of winding down basketball season. I'd rather watch ELF than MLB almost every day of the week, if I'm being honest. I'll bet on MLB every day.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, any bookies out there, give me some ELF lines and I'll fucking love you forever. Give me some ELF, give me some sumo, give me some fucking spring. Like, give me these lines and I will love you forever. I will shout you out easily.
A very confused bookie is like, so he wants Magic the Gathering like tournament wagering. What's happening?
I would also take that.
I bet on.
I would bet on Magic tournaments all the time.
The fucking degenerate, but yeah, of course. Where exactly are you finding these? Is there like a cable channel they're on, or is it just like you're finding them online?
So ELF, it's you just stream it. They actually are pretty cool. You can just stream it directly from their website.
Okay.
So you just kind of look up European League of Football. They'll do streams for their website. I'll try my best this week whenever they're popping up. I follow them on Twitter. I'll try and retweet it because I think they post stuff on Twitter when their stuff's going off. It's kind of how you have to do European League of Football and then the X League of Japan. Like the X League of Japan is way harder. You have to find like websites that you have to translate everything from Japanese to English, and it's like, oh, now I can stream it. And then they have the issue of it's kind of hard to watch. If you're used to watching football games muted, I would watch the X League, but they don't have English commentary.
I would much rather watch it without any sort of like overdub or like subtitle or anything, like just like excited Japanese like over a football game. Like hell yeah.
My other bucket list is, I don't remember if you ever watched that show. It was on Spike, Takeshi's Challenge or whatever.
Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. Yeah. So
I would love to do something like that with the X League, where I'm just announcing the game as crazy as possible without understanding. Like I won't know names. I just want to go in blind and announce one of these.
Yes, that is like Most Extreme Elimination Challenge meets NFL bad lip reading, and I'm 10,000% on board. Oh my god, that is the best idea I've ever heard.
We need to fucking do this. But that's all I got for quote unquote XFL news. Go watch some ELF. I'll try and spread the word as much as possible. Speaking of spreading the word, here's another ad for you folks. Lawnmower 4.0, Manscaped. Promo code XFL. What do these things do for you? They make your beanbag smooth. Have you ever go through like a bramble bush or like any field that has stickers barefoot? It's the worst. It's the fucking worst thing ever. You get pricklies all over your place. You get stuck. You get stuck in a bush. You have to have your mom come out and fucking chop you away. It's the most embarrassing thing on the planet. You know what? That doesn't happen when you fucking shave it. That's right. You shave a forest, you shave a field, and you shave your goddamn balls, you uncultured swine. I'm going to bully you into buying the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0, and I'm going to bully you into using promo code XFL for 20% off and free shipping. I'm bullying you for your own good, damn it. Go do it.
Shave your bag, you fucking Philistines.
You fucking disgusting rich. I don't know if rich is an insult. It's fucking, I'm going to be a fine dominatrix. Go fucking shave your beanbag, damn it. I don't want to see you in my garage again with a fucking hairy nutsack. Go promo code XFL, Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0. Use promo code XFL. Make sure you use 20% off. If you don't, I'm going to squish your balls with a high heel.
X going to give it to you.
I'm going to give it to you fucking hard. With that, we go into what is, I'm going to say it every time. This is like my favorite part of the week.
Best part of the week. Hands down.
We're picking every game of the college football and NFL season. We're going to see, we'll see throughout the season how well we do. But as of now, I'm having a blast doing it. I'm pretty sure if everything goes the way it's been, I think I'm going to fucking have Minnesota like in the goddamn Super Bowl. And I hate my life for it.
At this point, I think you might have picked them to lose once, but
I know for a fact I picked them to lose last week.
The way things were going, you had them in, threatening Mercury Morris and the undefeated Dolphins team, keeping them from popping the champagne every single year.
Fucking night.
God.
Okay,
yeah.
Game number 1: the Jets at the Colts.
All right, so by this time, Carson Wentz is once again crying in the shower after every single game. And very much in his ginger feelings. Give me the Jets.
Whoo! I like the Colts here. I feel like this is going to be it's either going to be what you said, or it's going to be Carson Wentz feeling himself and being like, "Oh, it's like 2017 again. I'm fucking on top of the world."
God, I wish I could.
There's no in between.
Like it's 2017 again. Oof.
I wish I could feel myself like it was early 2020 when I was on top of the world.
I mean, just highly, highly erotic. Just beautiful expressions of self-love that I put myself through in 2017.
Same. I was very much a part of that. Up next, fuck this. Minnesota at the Ravens.
The Ravens.
Fuck me. So you're going Baltimore. Every bone in my body is telling me to
don't do it.
I know I'm not. I'm going Baltimore. Going Baltimore. This is going to be I'm going to pick every Vikings game fucking wrong. I don't care. Up next, New England at the Panthers. Ooh, is this a revenge game for Cam?
I kind of feel like that split from Carolina was amicable. I mean,
I don't know. It didn't seem amicable at the time.
I mean, even Cam had to know that he had absolutely nothing his last 2 years at Carolina after those injuries. I don't think it's sour grapes at all. I'm going to take New England. I'm going to say I'm going to say he wins, but I don't think it's a revenge game.
Okay, I will say he wins and it is a revenge game. So we're still kind of disagreeing there.
All right. It's fun. Always fun.
Always fun. Up next, Cleveland at Cincinnati.
Cleveland.
I think that Browns D line is going to eat the Bengals offensive line for lunch.
I understand what Cleveland did with drafting wide receivers, but I also think that they needed just like a monster, just anchor of a tackle to protect Joe Burrow, and they didn't quite do it. I'm a believer. Says Bengals by 1,000,000. I love your dedication, but I love your enthusiasm. I mean, if you're a fan of the team,
Be a homer forever.
Yeah, man, go for it.
Like Nebraska's winning the playoffs this year. I'm just calling it.
Yeah.
Nebraska will play Arkansas in the college football playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
Up next, we got Denver Broncos at the Dallas Cowboys.
Do we know who's going to be playing quarterback for the Denver Broncos?
We still, I mean, I guess we got to. I'm going to assume Teddy. Until I hear otherwise.
Steady Teddy.
Steady Teddy.
I'm going to say Denver. Denver sneaks us out.
Okay, I like it. I'm going to go Dallas. I hate the Cowboys, but I think if this was at Denver, then maybe I'd give it to the Broncos.
Here's my thing with Dallas. Are they really going to be that? I mean, sure, they drafted a lot of defense, but like, who knows if those draft picks are going to pan out on the defensive side of the ball? Like that, all that means is they own however many defensive player lottery tickets. So, I mean, how can I say that they're anywhere better than, third in the East last year, which was the worst division of football?
It's true. Mine is less of a pick in favor of Dallas and more of a pick against
Denver.
Against Denver there. Up next, we have Buffalo at Jacksonville. I think we're both.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, you can pencil me in. You know what's up.
Yeah. Yeah. Houston at Miami.
Houston. I think we know how bad they're going to be, so it's definitely going to be Tua in Miami. Houston wasn't my pick.
I thought you were picking. I was going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's absolutely no. Yeah, I can see. Looking back, doing the replay in my head, I can see how that was deceiving. Yeah, definitely Miami.
I am also on Miami. The Garage is my team specifically. Speaking of our teams, up next we have the Atlanta Falcons at the New Orleans Saints.
Oh, good God. We're going to win this by 60.
We're going to destroy that. So, yeah, we're both on New Orleans there. Next, we have the Las Vegas Raiders.
The Raiders.
At the New York Giants.
I like
the Giants.
Yeah, the Giants are going to be a little bit better, and
I think the Giants are going to be better.
Last time I checked, Derek Carr is still the quarterback, so it's not like they're not like a juggernaut. They still are just like crazy suspect. So the Giants, yeah, I'm going Giants.
We're both going Giants there. That's wild. Up next, we have the skipping ahead. LA Chargers at the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, Chargers by a mile.
Chargers are winning that one. I'm not as confident on them by a mile, but Chargers are winning that one. Up next, the Packers at the Chiefs.
Whoo. I mean, if Aaron Rodgers is there, this is going to be a fantastic game. If he is not there, the Chiefs are going to kick the ever-loving shit out of him.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs either way. But
yes, it's at Arrowhead. I'm going with the Chiefs.
Yeah, it's at Arrowhead, but I'm with you there. Up next, Arizona at San Francisco.
Kyler, give me Arizona. Jimmy Garoppolo has already had 3 knee surgeries. That's the season by then.
This division is super weird, so I'm actually going to go with 49ers here.
I think I used this division as super weird as an angle last week, so I respect it, and I like your play.
I like the 49ers sometimes just randomly, even if they're not having a good year, they'll beat like the Rams or the Seahawks just out of nowhere.
Raheem Mostert will run for 600 yards and they'll just boat race a team.
Mm-hmm. Up next, Titans at the Rams. This is a good one. This is good game.
I don't think I've picked the Titans to lose yet. I'm going to go with the Rams here. I'm going with the Rams.
I'm also on the Rams here.
They've got some of the best defensive backs in the game.
Yeah,
if anyone's going to neutralize AJ Brown and Julio, it might be the Rams.
They have great defensive backs, and then they have great defensive line to stuff Derrick Henry. If anyone's stopping Derrick Henry, it's fucking Aaron Donald.
Yeah, absolutely. That dude can fight you in a fucking phone book and just get crazy uppercuts in.
Exactly. And last game of the week, the Chicago Bears at the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Bless the soul of the mayor, Richard Daley. I do not think that the Bears are going to be able to get this done against Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers.
I am on the same train of thought there. The Steelers are getting this one done. They're going to be looking a little worse than they did earlier in the season, but I still think that's good enough to beat the Bears.
Yep.
Now we move on to college football. Always a good time. Starting off with a banger, Troy at Coastal Carolina.
Ooh, this is a banger, and I have been all over the Fighting Men of Troy, but I'm going to take Coastal Carolina at home.
We are both on Coastal Carolina. If you, lovely viewer, have listened to the Jimnasium tailgate episodes, we just broke down the Sun Belt, in which I actually loved the over 11.5 wins for Coastal Carolina.
That's a big number.
It's a big number, but I don't see them. Actually, I'm sorry. Their over under was 10.5. And I felt like it's way more likely that they get like 11-1 or 12-0 than they do 10-2.
That's fair. Okay. I'm not sure if I see it, but I like it.
Up next, University of South Florida at East Carolina.
I'll go with the Pirates.
I also like the Pirates here.
Not enough Pirates in football.
Right.
I mean,
I feel like I was talking about this with somebody that college football needs more like wild, wacky mascots.
Yeah. I mean, Pirates. I mean, everyone needs Pirates like roll into town and rape things. Like, how are you not afraid of a pirate? Like, let's go with these, East Carolina Pirates. Do it. Mark it down.
Also, I was talking about this with you. They need to take some inspiration from like X League teams and Japanese team names and like fucking like just go wild with it. Like get some Lixel Deers energy here.
Yeah, the Deers. Yeah, if we were gonna X Leagueify the name, it would be the Pirates.
Exactly. Up next, we got Navy at Tulsa. This will be a fun
banger of a matchup. This is going to be really good since it's in T-Town. I'm gonna go Tulsa. I really like Navy and how they play football, but I think it's Tulsa here.
I also am going Tulsa. Everyone knows how I feel about a Golden Hurricane, so I don't need to expand any more on that. Up next, we have UNLV at Nevada.
The Silver State Throwdown. The Silver State Throwdown.
Easy.
Give me the running Rebels.
Oh, buddy, that's a wild move there.
It's a rivalry game, I guess, probably. So I'm sure crazy things happen.
Crazy things could happen. I don't see it, but I respect your cojones.
If I've said anything, it's that the UNLV Nevada matchup is the number one rivalry in football, maybe all of sport.
It is the number one rivalry in football in the state of Nevada for sure.
Yeah, that's probably more of what I meant.
Up next, Indiana at Maryland.
Ooh, is this sneaky for Maryland?
Big Ten matchup. Is this going to be? Yeah.
Maybe. Do you think Mike Locksley gets them going in Maryland a little bit? Maybe. Indiana.
I'm going Indiana. Up next, Iowa at Wisconsin.
Give me Kirk in Iowa.
Give me Wisconsin here. This is going to be a snooze fest of a game. Just this is going to be a game for people that love like old school, like not like 70s, 80s football, like 60s football.
Yeah, just it's there's going to be a lot of running. It's going to go quick. It's going to go really quick. But I think Iowa is going to have a pretty good one.
I like it. Up next, Bowling Green at Buffalo.
I've been hard on Buffalo. I'm going Buffalo.
I'm also going Buffalo, mainly because Bowling Green, I believe, is the worst team in college football.
All right.
North Texas at Rice.
You know I'm all about the mean green, especially at Rice.
Same here. I wish I could be Hootie Hoo. We might be Hootie Hoo later, depending if they're on the schedule. But Rice is that's a tough one for you. Give me North Texas. Up next, University of Louisiana Monroe at Appalachian State. And you know I'm going App State there. That's an easy one.
I'm gonna go Monroe. I'm gonna go Monroe.
Oh, I like these. You're getting spicy today.
Yeah. I mean, you don't become the weekly showdown winner 2 weeks in a row by not being spicy.
That's true. That's very true. Up next, Southern Miss at Middle Tennessee.
God damn it, I love Middle Tennessee and have absolutely no rationality behind it. I irrationally love Middle Tennessee.
Let's go Tennessee here. I'm going Southern Miss.
What?
I feel like I've been very hard on Southern Miss.
Oh, just because you're hard on them doesn't mean they don't fucking suck.
I feel like they had a little bit of improvement going on last year. I think they could surprise some teams. I'm going to have them surprising Middle Tennessee.
All right, so my hypothesis is by this point, the athletic director at Southern Miss has been arrested for gambling away the budget of the entire athletic department, and they are playing in flip-flops and tank tops.
Ooh, I would like that even more. That'd be hilarious. Up next, Louisiana Tech at Old Dominion.
La Tech.
Yeah, we're both on La Tech there. Up next, we have FIU at Marshall.
FIU.
Give me the Thundering Herd.
I'm going to go FIU.
Ooh. Georgia versus Florida at a neutral site in Jacksonville, the world's largest outdoor cocktail party.
I hate how they don't call it that anymore on television.
That and like Red River Shootout, and then the Civil War in Oregon. They're getting
it's gone too far. It has gone too far. I can hear like Vern every time I just picture this game in my head. I can just like hear Vern Lundquist. You know, like either being like appalled by something that happened or being just fucking jacked up, just like ha ha, yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, his like gross throaty laughs. Give me Florida. I think this is Florida's year to jump up on Georgia.
Okay.
I don't know who's gonna be quarterback at Georgia. It's not like they have Justin Fields and whatever his name was, the kid that they.
I'm pretty sure it's that California kid, isn't it?
I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But Dan Mullen is gonna get him rolling at Florida this year.
JT Daniels. That's the guy.
Is he a freshman?
No, he is not.
Is he transfer?
He was a transfer from USC.
Okay.
He transferred last year. So the way Georgia's 2020 season was is they had Stetson Bennett at first, not really that great. Yeah. And then when they put JT Daniels in, they looked way better, in my opinion. Last year with JT Daniels, they could have maybe competed with Alabama.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
They still feel suspect to me at the quarterback position. So
I respect it.
Yeah.
I'm going Georgia. I'm very high on Georgia this year. You're going Florida. That's gonna be a fucking game to watch week 9.
Yeah.
Charlotte at Western Kentucky.
Give me the red amorphous blobs.
I love Charlotte. I'm a big 49ers fan. I'm also taking Western Kentucky. I think if it was in Charlotte, I'd maybe lean that way, but I can't. UTEP at Florida Atlantic.
Florida Atlantic.
I'm also on FAU, and I don't love it, but UTEP's pretty bad. Boise State at Colorado State.
Boise State.
Yeah, Boise. I mean, Colorado State could jump up and get them, but I'm not seeing it. North Carolina at Notre Dame.
Look out, Irish. Is she asleep? I wonder if my wife's asleep yet. I'm going to have to say this one quiet. North Carolina.
I think this is the one time I'd pick against. I'm picking Notre Dame. I think they win this one. I like it, though. Up next, we'll get away from this one fast so she doesn't have to hear it.
Don't tell her I said that.
Fresno State at San Diego State University.
Fresno State, they're going all the way to the Las Vegas Bowl, baby.
San Diego State's winning this one. I'm calling it right now. Wyoming at San Jose State.
Does Nick Starkville still play for San Jose State?
He does.
Okay, Wyoming.
I think this is the first time I'm picking against San Jose State this year. So, yeah, I'm also on Team Wyoming here. Up next, SMU at Houston. This is going to be a shootout. A shootout. Give me
Houston. Yeah, I want the Fighting Ern McCrackens.
Mm-hmm. Minnesota at Northwestern.
Row the boat.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good game, but I love PJ Flex so much. Row the boat.
I'm also on row the boat here. Minnesota's getting the dub. Penn State at Ohio State.
Penn State.
I like it. I have Ohio State winning that one, though.
I hate you, and I hate your
I
face.
I hate it, but they're going to win. Iowa State. Oh, sorry. I skipped my fucking team, Purdue at Nebraska.
You go first.
Give me the Cornhuskers. Purdue, they're both, quote unquote, I'm going to say it, they're both coaching for their job at this point.
There it is.
They're both coaching for their job.
If you got that one on your bingo card.
Scott Frost needs to make a bowl game. I have talked to many fans that he needs to make a bowl game. Jeff Brom, like for all the hype that he came in from his first season, that's like dwindling. That's the twinkle is out of people's eye, I feel.
If this were in West Lafayette, then I'd say Purdue, but I'm gonna roll with your Huskers here.
Awesome. I love it. Iowa State at West Virginia.
Dude, Iowa State's gonna win the Big 12. They're gonna do it in Morgantown too.
They're gonna win, but this is watch out. This is one that could trip up a lot of Big 12 teams. One that can't, though. Kansas at Oklahoma State.
This should be illegal, this level of abuse. Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State's winning that one.
The Les Miles Bowl.
Oh, yeah. Even though he doesn't coach at Kansas anymore, but yeah.
Yeah, he was at Oklahoma State.
He was there,
before.
Yeah, that's true. TCU at Kansas State.
I know you're high on Kansas State, and I've kind of just shat all over that, but I'm going to go Kansas State.
I am high on Kansas State. TCU is a good team, but I think the fact that they're coming to Manhattan, I'll give.
Oh God! All right, I was thinking Texas Tech for some reason. Redo. TCU.
Oh, you're going TCU. You're going TCU. Oh, if it was Texas Tech, then that's a no-brainer for me. This is a tougher one.
Yeah.
Texas at Baylor.
Man, I don't think that Texas is going to be worth a shit this year, but I do think they are going to be Baylor.
I am also on agreement there. I think it's going to take a couple more years, maybe like 1 or 2 more years for him to get them turned around. Well, not even really turn around, get them back to where they were literally in 2019.
Yep.
Texas Tech at Oklahoma. This is a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's going to be Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's winning that one. Cincinnati at Tulane.
Tulane steps up. And they assert themselves. They show their dominance. They actually win, beat Cincinnati.
I like it. I think it's going to be close, but I'm having Cincinnati edge them out.
Okay.
UCF at Temple. Who? Temple's going to win the game.
Absolutely.
Woo!
Absolutely.
Up next, we got Virginia Tech at Georgia Tech. The battle of the Techs.
Vautech.
I'm also going Vautech there. Georgia Tech, not quite there yet. Arkansas State at South Alabama.
Wolves up, Arkansas State.
Arkansas State is winning this one. This is going to be a fucking shootout. Take the over in this game.
Yep.
Georgia State at Georgia Southern.
This is so hard to pick because I can never remember which team is which, and they're fucking playing each other this week.
Georgia Southern is the triple option one.
Georgia Southern.
Okay. I'm going Georgia State. So just to pick against you on that one.
Okay. Yeah.
So one of us will be right. Texas State at Louisiana.
Raging Cajuns.
Give me the Cajuns all day. Arizona at USC.
The Trojans are mollywomp them.
Yeah, they're gonna fucking destroy the Wildcats there. Colorado at Oregon. Ooh.
I've been sort of warmish on Colorado. I think the Ducks are gonna. University is gonna.
I'm also on a Team Duck here. I don't think Colorado has a quarterback in place yet, so we don't know.
Maybe Ralphie steps up.
Just have Ralphie go out there. Hell yeah,
man.
Oregon State at Cal.
I want to hear your pick on this first because you like both these teams.
I do like both these teams a lot. Oregon State is a very fun offensive team. Cal is. I'm going to give it to Cal just based on the fact that Cal's defense is so good that you could just keep them in any game. And I feel like Cal's offense can be good enough against Oregon State's defense to kind of win them. It's going to be like a 24-20 sort of game.
I feel like there probably hasn't been a full stadium at Cal since the band was on the field.
I don't know if there was a full stadium then.
Yeah. So I'm not going to give Cal the edge because of home field. I'm going to go Oregon State.
I like it. I'm going Cal, just to reiterate. UCLA at Utah.
Banger of a game. Really good Pac-12 game.
Fucking game.
I'm going to go. I'm going with the Utes.
I'm also going with the Utes here. I've been very high on UCLA. I think this is they dropped one here. If this was at UCLA, if this was at the Rose Bowl, I might be reconsidering. But elevation and that, like the Utah home field advantage is legit.
So, hey Jim, how would we describe how we just picked that last game? The two Utes.
The two Utes there.
It was a cheap laugh, but it was a good one.
I wonder if Utah will ever find out that's how you're picking them every time.
I know that their coach watches, so it makes sense. I'll get a strongly worded
Coach Kyle.
after this. Yeah.
Up next, Washington at Stanford. I'm pretty low on Stanford.
Washington.
I'm also going Washington. I'm pretty low on Stanford this year. Washington State at Arizona State. Give me the fucking Cougars here. Washington State.
Fighting Herm Edwards is.
There's some rumors that he might not even be coaching anymore.
I know there's some NCAA chatter that he might have broken some rules, but I mean, you play to win the game.
If he is coaching, then like this makes it a lot harder for my pick. Just give me the Cougs. Go Washington State. Make sure you get you in Arizona State there. I almost put you wrong. Up next, Hawaii at Utah State.
Hawaii.
Give me the Rainbow Warriors.
Yep, I'm with you.
Fuck yeah. Michigan at Michigan State.
Michigan State, Sparty little brother whoops up on him. Jim Harbaugh definitely fired after this game.
Jim Harbaugh coaching for his job.
Bingo.
He's winning this one.
No, literally, I just got bingo on my Jimnasium bingo card.
I will look like I already know I'm going to look like the biggest fool on the planet. This year is Michigan's year.
I don't know.
Nobody thinks it. When everyone's counting them down. This year is the Wolverines' year.
Just because you dress like Bo Schembechler doesn't make you Bo Schembechler.
That's a fair point. He's going to drink all the milk. He's going to eat all the steak. And they're going to fucking go all the way. Who knows? Miami, Florida at Pitt.
The U.
Ooh.
I know you like Pitt. I think Pitt's going to be good. Give me
I do like Pitt. I like Pitt. I'm just going to say it again. I like Pitt. Like 17-year quarterback Kenny Pickett. Fucking, they're going to be good.
The U is going to is most of the time the U plays are going to be the most athletic field on the team, and I sometimes that just wins out, man.
I will give it to you that I'm pretty sure at the very least Derek King will be back at this point if he's not back earlier, so that'll help. I'm still going Pitt. Rutgers at Illinois.
Let's get it done, Bert. You get a W this week, Bert.
The
Illinois.
Golden Guido of Greg Schiano is going to come in and blow Bert's fat asshole apart.
Bert's going to get one that he absolutely does not deserve.
It's not going to be this one. He'll get I think Bert might watch him get Iowa. That would be hilarious.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy. He might just cry and question his existence if he wins that one.
I would love it. I'm going Rutgers. You're going Illinois. Louisville at NC State.
NC State.
I'm also going NC State here. I think NC State could be pretty decent this year. They're always a 9-win team. So they're always a good to decent team. Dave Doran kind of always has that program pretty good.
They're a 50-degree day.
Exactly.
It's not too cold to stay inside. It's not warm enough to barbecue. They're a 50-degree day.
They're fine. Florida State at Clemson. Oh boy.
Yeah, poor Florida State. Let's go Clemson there.
Yeah, Clemson is not going to let them off easy. Duke at Wake Forest.
In the entitled White People Bowl. Let's go with Wake Forest.
I'm going with the Deacons. Spelled that wrong. I don't know how I spelled Wake wrong. Boston College at Syracuse.
We decided Boston College was going to be just absolutely terrible this year, didn't we? And we like Dino Babers, don't we?
We do. I don't know if I've had a change of heart after talking about Syracuse too much.
They win it in the Carrier Dome, Syracuse.
You know what? Yeah, I'm not going to go against Dino now. I want him to keep his job. Give me Syracuse. Ole Miss at Auburn.
Oh, man. Just fuck Auburn and 10 times on Sunday. Ole Miss.
Fuck Auburn. Go Lane. Go Ole Miss. Toddy toddy, I guess. Missouri at Vanderbilt. Sorry, Vandy.
Nah, fuck Missouri. Go Vanderbilt.
Oh, I love it. I fucking hope so. Kentucky at Mississippi State.
Watch out, Mississippi State. I hope I'm a B-hole lever is still on because this is his team. Go Kentucky. I think Kentucky's going to win it.
Ooh, okay.
They also had one of my favorite names in football, Cavassier Smoke.
That's a great fucking football name. I'm going Miss State there. I think the air raid kind of takes a step forward this year. Virginia at BYU.
BYU, Virginia had to travel a long way, and I'm not sure if their Virginia is all that great this year. I know you like them. I'm not sure if I do.
I like them in this spot specifically because Bronco Mendenhall just kind of knows, like he knows BYU. It's his thing. It's his baby. He knows how to beat them up. So give me Virginia.
You need a Mormon to lead them into Mormon lands, is what
exactly.
Yeah. So they're gonna do it by wagon train.
They better.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be BYU.
I like it. Last game on this list: UMass at Liberty.
Is UMass gonna go unvictorious this year? No, or did they beat UConn? They beat UConn. They're gonna beat UConn.
It might be UConn. Someone has to win that game. So
yeah. Well, I like my football like I like my life, and that's full of liberty. So let's go Liberty here.
But I'm also on Team Liberty here.
Don't tread on me, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Don't tread on the garage. Don't tread on us. That'll do it for the college football picks. A little bit before we get into our actual gambling picks for this week, what's going on in the garage? I've got the mid-year update, my mid-year update video coming out this week. Not only that, I'm going to be doing a little giveaway in the mid-year update video. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube, XFL Jim on YouTube. Click that bell for the notifications. The mid-year updates is good. It's always a fun time.
Yeah.
The Rampage Tour, it's ongoing. There's a big thing going on this month. There will be an outcome. So I know the Rampage Tour is kind of in the background and whatnot, but there will be something that's due to the Rampage Tour that's going to be at the forefront, and it's going to be happening, I think, at the end of this month, end of July. Something big is going to be happening. And there's one last piece of news.
What's that, Jim?
Podcast news.
This involves me.
This does involve you. A man by the name of Chase Lupine Fiasco Sessoms, the other half of the Jimnasium, is actually making his way to the garage, the literal garage, this coming weekend. My man, Chase Sessoms, and my other man, Young Mantis, shout out Mantis on Twitter. They're coming down for the weekend. It's going to be a fucking blast.
Me and Jim going to be in the same place at the same time. I hope the space-time continuum doesn't implode on itself because it's going to be fucking electric.
And that means we will be doing a live podcast together from my hot tub. Unless, I will say the caveat, unless it is windy as fuck because it has been super stormy here lately. Worst case scenario, we're doing a live podcast from the garage. So,
yeah, I mean,
it's a win-win.
Either we're making soup or we're changing oil. You know what I'm saying, baby?
It's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm so looking forward to it. I'm sure you probably just deduced this by now, but I'm a hugger. Get ready to get squeezed, big brother.
You think I'm not?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a powerful hug right there.
Okay, that was the big bomb information. We've kind of been like sprinkling little bits of info for you folks. We're doing a live. We're getting together. It's gonna be a sick weekend of content. We're gonna film literally from sun up to sundown on Saturday. It's gonna be fucking jam packed.
Yeah, man. I'm really excited. It's gonna be my first time traveling in a good bit outside of just like driving a couple hours to see family. So I'm looking forward to it. And I've never been to Nebraska. I hear I have to eat at a Runza.
Oh, you have? I mean, at least there's one in my hometown. There is a Runza you can come in. They just you can have one of their new burgers. Atop from having one of the Runzas, they have a French onion burger now.
Ooh! I don't like onions, but I'm intrigued.
You like French onion soup?
No.
I hate you. I have never disliked you more than at this moment.
Listen, if you fry the onion and the onion is soft, I'm okay with it. If the onion is crunchy, I can't do it.
Well, the onions are they're sauteed and they're soft and whatnot.
That I'm in.
Okay. Fuck yeah. Now let's finish off with one of my other favorite segments, our picks for the week, our best, quote unquote, best bets of the week.
Man, there's no Euro tournament and there's less baseball because of the All-Star break. So I'm scrambling to put 5 together, but we'll get them in. We'll get them in.
Also live update. Bucks won by 20.
There you go. That's a garage victory.
Sad note for the Civil War. I did not hit my my Bucks Suns over 221.5.
Ooh.
220 was the final score.
You put it. Oh man. Oh God, the half. Is there anything crueler in sports or life than the half? Man,
It's rough life.
It's rough. It was a good effort though. I'm gonna applaud you. Just
yeah,
good effort. Good effort.
So I will actually I will roll this pick into my first pick, Suns Bucks, the 14th, over 221.
Over
Give it to
220.
me.
Okay. I'm gonna come back to this series. My first pick is actually gonna be the home run derby. I'm gonna take Shohei Ohtani to win the home run derby at plus 300.
I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna go with a baseball pick as well. I'm actually going. No, you know what? I'm not gonna go baseball. I'm gonna go. God, there's just not much going on this week. Give me some MLS.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the New York Red Bulls on the money line.
All right. So I haven't seen the line for the All-Star game, but I'm gonna say the National League.
I could actually look at that right now for you.
Tell me.
National League All-Stars are minus 115 favorites.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going National League.
I'll join you on that one. And I'll go one more baseball pick. That's actually, if you're not listening right now, you fucking better be, or it's too late for you because I'm going with a Japanese baseball pick tonight.
Ooh.
Give me on the money line the Yokohama Dana Bay Stars.
The Yokohama Dana Bay Stars. Yeah, I don't know what a Bay Star is, but it sounds important. I'm for it. All right, so we got the Gold Cup coming up apparently. Ooh, what do we got? I'm going to take Jamaica over Suriname minus 195.
I like it. I like that. Give me. I'm going to take the European Tour, the Open Championship. Give me. God, I always like taking a long shot. Give me Justin Rose outright to win the Open Championship on the European Tour.
Okay. You're gonna keep going obscure on me. I'm cruising through Bovada to see if I can find.
Oh, that's golf. That's golf, my man.
That's a weird, obscure sport. No one's ever heard of it, Jim. Esports, no. That still makes me feel gross.
Oh, I can wager on some esports.
Okay. Ooh, I feel like the pressure's on. What do I do?
Don't even stress it.
Olympic soccer.
Oh, I love it.
I'm gonna go with the New Zealand under-23 team to beat the Republic of Korea under-23 team at plus 475. Holy crap! That doesn't happen until the 22nd of July.
Well, that's not this week, but I'll still put it in there.
Yeah, why not? That makes me wonder, what's the Jamaica Suriname game? That's tomorrow. Okay, that still counts. Okay.
I think, do I have 5 or do I only have 4 right now?
I have not been paying attention. I'm not even
I
sure.
have 5. That's my 5.
Yeah.
I have Justin Rose outright, National League All-Stars money line, over 221 in the Suns, Bucks, the New York Red Bulls, and the Yokohama Dana Bay Stars.
Okay, I need to find one more thing. Oh, I hadn't picked the NBA game. Next NBA game. We're going to go with the hadn't seen the odds, but once again, gonna go with the Bucks on the money line.
Love it.
Once the money line comes out, money line.
Awesome. That'll do it for us here on the Jimnasium today. Love you guys. Have a good one. Where can the people find you, Chase?
I am on Twitter at of Oaklawn. I'll be on, well, actually won't be on ABR this Friday because I'll be traveling to hang out with my boy Jim. I should be on our On the Wrong Lead stream, which is Twitter. We're at wrong_lead. Yeah, I'm around. You just yell for me. I'll pop out.
Hell yeah. always. And you guys know where to find me. Make sure you check out my mid-season update. That's what I want for you this week. Go to my YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube, XFL Jim. Just watch the mid-season update. I'm doing a giveaway. It's going to be a bomb-ass time. That'll do it for us here at the Jimnasium. Love you folks for listening. I love you, my man. I can't wait to see you. It's going to be a fucking blast. Everyone have a great fucking week. We will see you. We're going to see you early. We're going to try and record either Friday or Saturday. We will see you this weekend. And we out.